sports coverage of the NFL playoffs. The Ravens sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead score between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there. BK, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. Gets around him, and they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He finds Bateman over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Flush to his right. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 2. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
2nd and 11. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running but couldn't free much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Burrow looking to pass. And he comes back with one complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 47 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rush in. Rush in. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Another try for Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Barkley. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Burrow from his own end zone. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Oh, some strong running. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go. Let's go!
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 empty.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now Burrow on first down. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Big 13.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow flush to his right. Open man is Chase, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Bengals.
Oh, yeah, that's the score.
Taysom Hill, 26 yards.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ravens 3. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Barkley, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give to Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Two times. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Now the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Jacksonville. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Toss play to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Following the fumble recovery. Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Joe Mixon, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
2nd and 9. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Mixon, nifty move. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shawn. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Shawn from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time a
7-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
65 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Bravo! Check, block it.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins, 30 yards. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
99 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Let's go. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Hill the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Runs over him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
On the run, it's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibility.
Touchdown! It's complete. Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andrew Beck, 33 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what is called 4-minute football.
On 1, right?
Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, good move. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Patrick Ricard there to make the grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. This is Shawn on the receiving end.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Lawrence.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. DeJuan Smoot with a tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
You better be afraid of me. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
All day, baby.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mixon will try the right side. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brennan Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. This was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, what a move. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Working with second and 5 now.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry by Elliott.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Play fake, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Prescott on third and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Succop's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will leave him. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Burrow on play action. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On On second down, Mixon bulldozes past him, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's to Elliott. No room to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas.
Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Elliott.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Prescott on play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And outbounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down, here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the 2nd half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 48 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now it's 2nd and 9. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Burrow looking to pass. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
That's good for a Cowboys.
On 1st down, Elliott.
Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Barnes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Mixon with a first down carry. Running right through him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Burrow on play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's Dak.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here into the hands of Boyd. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Prescott.
He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Dak.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Prescott.
Shoves him aside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. First down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw, Prescott.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now Prescott.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.